Hi there everybody, have my glasses on there for a moment. Amanda here from Calmer Thoughts with my Calmer Thought of the Day. I am a solution focused hypnotherapist, I am a mindset coach, and I'm coming on every day during this second lockdown giving hints and tips and strategies to help you cope through these last few days. And as I said yesterday, even though lockdown finishes on the 2nd, which is 3 days away, the restrictions are still going to be in place. For some people, the restrictions aren't really going to be very much different to what we've got at the moment, maybe just a few alterations. So this is not ending, it's just moving. It's a movable feast, isn't it? All of the restrictions we're going through. So I'm hoping that some of the things I've been telling you over the last 3 weeks, this is my 4th week of doing this, so I will end this week, this is my last week of giving tips, but I do hope some of these things have helped, and please do share, even if it's not helping you. If you feel that you're managing okay and you're fine with everything, by sharing it with someone, you could be sending this to somebody who really needs it. It could really resonate with that person. It could just lift them. There's lots and lots of tips and hints that I've done. This is, I think, day 22, so there's been 21 tips before this one. So the tip for today, my Calmer Thought of today, is about celebrating our successes. And the reason I thought of this one today, because there's always a sort of a tenuous link to what's actually going on in my life at the moment, it's my son's birthday today. So we are going to be celebrating in a lockdown state. So after this, I will be making a cake and we are going to be cooking something really delicious for supper tonight. He loves dim sum, and I went on a dim sum cooking course just before this lockdown started, and we decided that that would be a really nice thing to have tonight. So I'm gonna get him involved because it's really fiddly and I need a sous chef to help me. So we're gonna be having dim sum tonight. So we're gonna celebrate his birthday. That's my celebration of the day. But celebrating our successes is so important, especially when you are feeling low, depressed, suffering from anxiety, when doing even the smallest thing can be like a massive hurdle. Celebrating those little successes in your life can be a massive positive, bring a massive positive into your life. So if you are struggling, sometimes just even getting up and getting out of bed and getting dressed can be the biggest thing you will do today. And you should celebrate that rather than thinking, oh God, I can't believe it's taken me all day to get this done, or feeling bad that it's been such a struggle. Celebrate that you've done it, because you know deep down how hard that was for you. It may be that it's really difficult just to step outside your door and go and do something, get outside, see somebody, go to the shops. So if you manage to do that, celebrate it. Really focus on how well you have done, considering what you didn't want to do that in the first place, what strength of character, how hard you had to dig to do that. And it goes back, always goes back to the first one I did of this, positivity. Making a list of the things that you do that are positive, the positive little steps you take every day. And I always say, don't think they have to be big and a massive thing that you've achieved. For those people that are just getting up, getting showered, getting dressed, having something to eat, talking to somebody, having a conversation with somebody, those are massive steps forward. So I'd like you to write those down. If you can, writing down is so much better than thinking them, because often our negative thoughts overtake those positive actions and we think, well, that's all I did though. It wasn't really very much in the scheme of things. No, it was massive for you. So write it down. Focus on 3 to 5 things a day, little things you have achieved, and write them down in your positivity diary. And then it will help you see each day how far you are progressing and how far you are moving forward. When you do this, when we celebrate successes, big or small, what it does, it releases dopamine. Dopamine is the reward hormone in our brain, and this works with if you have an addictive personality or you're addicted to something. Each time you do that action, that addiction, you get a shot of dopamine, and it's the feel-good hormone, and you want to repeat it because it gave you a shot of something good. And that's why you become addicted to things, because we want that feeling again. And it works as well as with addictions. It works let's think of the positive addictions we can have, of doing things for ourselves, of moving forward. So each time you do something that makes you feel good, that you have that sense of achievement, that you've moved a step closer to your goal, then you get a shot of dopamine. And that can increase your enthusiasm for repeating that behaviour. It can increase your confidence levels, your self-confidence, your self-belief. It can make you want to do it on a more regular basis because you like that feeling that you get. So it makes you do it on a daily basis or a weekly basis, whatever it's going to be. And ultimately, it increases your happiness and your well-being. Sometimes we can do it where just the feeling we get is enough of a reward. That's sometimes all we need, and to write it down and to note it and to acknowledge it. But sometimes having something to look forward to at the end of the week, thinking if I've done this, if I can just get this far or achieve this week, then I will reward myself at the end of the week with a treat, something nice that I know that I've earned. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily need to be the destination, so the prize you're going to get at the end. Sometimes the most important bit is the journey there, the goals that you're achieving on a daily basis, the strengths that you are using, your hidden resources. I talk about this a lot with clients when they come and see me. We look back on times when they were behaving in a good way, doing the things that they wanted to do. Often I have people say, I don't like this person I've become. When I was younger, I used to be able to do this, that and the other, or something has happened to me and it's really set me back. I just don't feel like me anymore. I get them to look back on things that they've done well in the past and really think about what they employed within themselves to do those things they enjoyed doing, what they were good at, their inner resources. We all have them, innate capabilities that often we forget we have when we're in a state of low mood, depression or anxiety. So my tip today is focus on what you are doing, focus on your small successes, celebrate them, give yourself literally a pat on the back and be proud of yourself. Write them down in your diary so you really embrace them. So because when you just think about them, sometimes they get lost in your feeling of like, well, I don't think it was really good enough actually. So write them down and be proud. Be proud of what you have achieved, no matter how small it is, and celebrate all of your successes, big and small. So that's my karma thought of the day. Please share. Please pass this on to somebody who you might think it will help. It may not be, you may be in a good place and you're watching this thinking, oh, that's fine, but it may help somebody who is really, really struggling. The more I talk to people, the more I listen to people, lockdown and the pandemic has had it's had an effect on all of us in some shape or form. And everyone's saying that whatever their problem was has been heightened by this pandemic. It's brought things up to the surface that maybe they were coping with before. It's highlighted issues that weren't there before. It's made situations a lot worse. So please share my tips and strategies for those people who might need them. I shall be back tomorrow with another tip, my karma thought of the day for tomorrow. But until then, enjoy your Monday and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.